Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, you guys can see by the title, I'm going to be reviewing the Colourpop, the Rawbeautykristi X Colourpop collection. I was going to be purchasing this tomorrow, but I luckily received this in the mail today. When you guys are watching this is the same exact day that I'm filming this, so I just couldn't wait to play around with this. So in this video, you guys are going to be seeing my first impression of the collection. I'm just going to be taking you guys through the entire collection, and then I'm going to jump into a tutorial of this eye look that you guys are seeing here. Definitely a big fan of this look. I'm super happy about how it turned out. If you guys are here, it's probably because you guys also love Kristi. I adore Kristi and I was super excited. I mean, she's had a pretty great year, I want to say that. And then when I seen this collection, I really wanted to support her. The collection is beautiful. You guys know how it looks already. I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys with what I think about the palette and everything else that's inside of this collection. No sugarcoating, no nothing. So if that's what you're here for, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any future uploads from me. I do a lot of Colourpop reviews since I've been on their PR, so you guys want to subscribe, don't miss out on my videos. Now let's go ahead and jump into a review slash first impression slash tutorial.
No, I'd rather be waking up with you. Set up alone in your room, slept with the light on, waiting up for you. I don't wanna be.
So this here is what this eyeshadow palette looks like. The color scheme is great. I think that you can do a lot of looks using this eyeshadow palette. The first time I seen this palette, I was really excited to play around with the green and the blue. I think green and blue are perfect to blend into each other, so I was looking forward to playing around with those colors. The color West Coast looks extremely beautiful, and also the color Evergreen. I'm not going to be doing swatches of this palette in this video. If you guys would like to see swatches, you guys can refer over to Rawbeautykristi's video, which I'll have linked down below. I think she did an amazing job with the swatches in her video, so that's why I'm just not going to be doing a swatch review. I'm going to be playing around with a lot of the colors from this palette, so just go ahead and keep on watching this video so you guys can see these eyeshadows in action. Also a part of this collection, we have the Super Shock shadow in the color Campfire. Such a beautiful shade. We also have the color Like a Moss. This is definitely one that I was intrigued by the most, and I'm actually wearing this shadow right now on my lid. I also got to play around with the color Mycelium in today's look. I think this is a beautiful, beautiful shade. If you've never tried their Super Shock shadows, you definitely have to get your hands on them. They're super smooth and they glide on effortlessly. Very pretty shadows. We also have the color Olympic, which is a champagne color. And then for the glosses, we have one called Wildflower. This is a nude pinky gloss, and I'm definitely using this in today's video. The next gloss that is a part of the collection is called Glacier. Glacier? I'm terrible at English sometimes. This is a clear gloss with sparkle to it. I definitely did not want to utilize this gloss because I just have too many glosses that are clear with shimmer already, so I'm gonna put this in a giveaway pile. I'm also going to be giving away one Super Shock shadow. This one is the color Olympic along with that gloss. Moving along to some cream gel liners, we have this one is in the color Marigold. This is like a mustard yellow, and I think this is gonna look super beautiful at the waterline. You can never be disappointed with Colourpop's cream gel liners if you guys have not tried them. They glide on super smooth and they're very vibrant. I know sometimes it's really uncomfortable to play around with color with your makeup sometimes, like if you're not used to it, it's something new, but once you try it, you're definitely gonna like it and want to try more. So just step out of the box and definitely try this color right here. The next color that we have a part of this collection here is called Spare Thyme. Spare Thyme is a pretty emerald green, and I'm using this one at my waterline right now. I'm going to show you guys a step-by-step on how to achieve this look shortly. We also have a third cream gel liner from Colourpop. This one is in the color Woodsy, and it's a brown shade like this here. I have too many brown eyeliners in my collection, so I'm not going to be getting a lot of use out of this one. So I'm just going to put this in a giveaway as well, along with the Luxe Gloss in Glacier and also the Super Shock Shadow in Olympic. If you guys want to win these products here, I can go ahead and send them to you. Check my description box on how to enter to win these. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into a tutorial and my thoughts as we go along with creating this look here. As I said in the beginning of the video, this is my first impression of this eyeshadow palette, and I also mentioned that I was really intrigued by the greens and blues from this eyeshadow palette, so that's what I was originally starting with. And then I changed my mind. You guys just continue watching and you'll see why. I also didn't have my mic on, which I didn't know until later. So, yeah. The color I'm using is the color PNW, which is the darkest blue from the palette. It's the only blue, actually. That's unfortunate. My mic wasn't on when I was filming, so anyway. I am experiencing some fallout, as you guys can see, and it's starting to get patchy as I start to blend it out, so I'm going back into that eyeshadow shade and just packing it into the areas where it's getting patchy. The next color I'm taking is called Fiddlehead, and I'm just placing it on top of that previous shade, using it as, I don't know, I guess just like my blending out shade. Diffusing the outer edges like so. Okay, I like this shade so far. I'm gonna just add a little bit more in this area. That's what that's looking like. I kind of want to take the color Emerald City and just go into this area right here. I don't know if that color is too noticeable with the other two, so I'm just going in there. This is what it's looking like when I look forward. Not a big fan of this area, you guys. It's getting patchy there, but you guys know me, I'm gonna make it work. I'm taking a makeup remover on a Q-tip, and I'm gonna start to remove the eyeshadow from the eyelid, because today we are doing, I think I want to do a halo eye. And using the dry side of the Q-tip now just to dry up this area. The reason I'm removing the makeup from the eye is because I don't want these colors to bleed through if I were to just place concealer over this part. I'm also going to go ahead and clean off this under eye area because it's driving me crazy. I'm going to take a flat brush, and I applied some of the Pretty Fresh concealer to the back of my hand, and I'm just going to start placing the concealer on the center of the eyelid. Just like this. I'm also gonna round it off. I almost have to take my precision brush. This is a painting brush, but it allows me to create a really crisp line. I have this brush linked in all of my videos, by the way, if you guys are interested in knowing what brush this is. Okay, so now I created the guide. Now we can go ahead and blend out the rest of the concealer. I'm going to go into the color West Coast, and I forgot that we have Super Shock shadows, and I just don't feel like it would work if I just place the Super Shock over the concealer, so I'm just going to have to use the entire eyeshadow palette. So with this color, I'm just going to begin to place it at the center of the eye, like so. That applied really fast and easily. So the next color I'm going to go into, I don't know if they're going to go together very well, but I'm going to be taking the color Evergreen, and I'm just going to begin to place this one right next to that gold shade. First, I'm packing it at the outer edge of that gold color, and then I'm going to start to swipe my way in just so that we create a really nice gradient between both colors. Going into this inner corner now, doing the same exact technique, packing and swiping. Also going back into the color PNW, and I'm just gonna work this color back into the crease just so that we can still see that peeping through. Taking Emerald City again, I just got a lot of shimmer into the top part of the crease, so I'm just kind of gonna start to swipe it. Hopefully it comes off. Again, taking PNW, and I'm using a Morphe brush. Doesn't have a number on it, but it's like a fluffy brush. I'm going to start to pack on the darkest PNW shade and just pack it at the outer corner. And then start swiping like we did with the other colors. Again, same thing over here. Going back in Evergreen and just kind of seeing if I can make it go a little bit better. I'm not liking how this look is coming out, and I think it's because the colors came out really patchy. Looking at this look straight ahead, I'm not a fan of how this look is coming out. The color PMW definitely was tricky to work with because it was starting to appear really patchy. So I'm going to wipe this look off, and then I'm going to go into playing around with like a different color scheme from this palette, just so that I kind of get an idea of how the rest of the shades are going to work. So be right back. Moving on, we're going to go ahead and place the color Chanterelle. That's the color we're going to start off with. Transition color. Beautiful shade. I have not done my eyebrows, so sorry. I think they're really coming through right now, like with this color. The next color I'm using is called Puffball, and I'm going to use the same exact brush and just put it into the crease area. I think lighter colors are a lot more easier to work with. I do want to create a very simple look for this second look that I'm doing. I really wanted to start off with a bold look, only because I feel like I wanted to test out those dark shades and see what we're working with. Unfortunately, they didn't work out, so I'm trying out the lighter shades. Just blending Puffball out into the other color. Really pretty transition into each other. I like how they work together. I do want to play around with one dark shade, and this one is called Homegrown. I'm going to place this right into the crease, like so, because the color Puffball was not that dark. So I'm just taking this color and just warming things up a lot more. Definitely like this color. Not having an issue with it so far. But I am noticing that it's applying darker in this area right here for some reason, and then it's like getting patchy on the eye. That's okay, even if it does get patchy right in this area, totally fine, because I'm going to be covering that up with a Super Shock shadow. Since I forgot in the last look, I'm going to incorporate one in this look. And the one that I'm really drawn to is the color Like a Moss. I think this looks like a perfect color to go with this look. I'm going to take some of this Super Shock shadow on my finger and then just place it onto the eyelid. Ooh, that's pretty. I like how it just glides on so smooth. Ooh, that looks nice. See how like it kind of stays dark in that area? So even though it got patchy, like we're hiding the patchiness and keeping that intensity right at the crease where we want it to be. I'm gonna take the color Homegrown once again and then just apply it at this outer corner, darkening it up just like that, blending it into the Super Shock shadow and into the crease right here. So just like that, and then I'm going to take the same brush that I used to apply the other shades and then work the outer edge of the color that I just placed at the outer edge. I'm going to use the Colourpop cream gel liner, and I'm using the shade Spare Thyme at the waterline. Glides on really smooth, and I love Colourpop's cream gel liner, so I knew that I wasn't going to be disappointed with these. When I saw the colors, I was super excited about these cream gel liners. I love applying colorful eyeliners at my waterline. I feel like it just adds that pop of color that, you know, if you're not used to using colors on your eye looks, just incorporate a colorful cream gel liner from Colourpop, and you're gonna see like, wow, it does really make a big difference, and it makes you want to play with more color. I'm gonna take the color Fiddlehead and apply it to this inner corner like so, right underneath the cream gel liner. And don't worry about getting messy underneath the eye, because you can just clean that up once you apply all of your face makeup and concealer and all of that. I'm gonna go into the color Emerald City now, and I'm gonna place it at the outer corner right in here. just like that. I'm really not liking how this outer corner is looking. It's not looking very well blended, so I'm going to take the color Homegrown again, and I'm taking a fluffy brush this time and just applying it to the outer edge right here, just to really diffuse out that outer edge. Okay, that's definitely looking better. And this is the completed eye look. I just have to apply mascara, some eyelashes, the rest of my face, and I'll be right back to share with you guys the finished look. Alright guys, so this is what we're looking so far. I do want to apply some of the gloss that is a part of this collection, and this one is in the color Wildflower. It's a nudie gloss, and I absolutely love glosses. I did apply the Morphe Sweet Tea pencil lip liner on my lips, and we're just going to be placing this gloss over. Definitely digging this lip gloss. Now, I had an idea to use one of the Super Shock shadows. This one is in the color Mycelium. I'm going to use this one as a highlighter on my nose and on my cheeks. Hopefully this works out. And that completes today's tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I definitely enjoyed playing around with these new Super Shock shadows and also the cream gel liners. The palette, I definitely had a tough time playing around with the darker shades, the green shades that I was originally really drawn to. So that's kind of disappointing, but these shades right here blended really, really well. And the Super Shock shadow that I used, this one here is called Like a Moss. The one I applied right here at the eyelid is gorgeous. I love this formula very much. And also the packaging I think is really, really cute. The color of the Super Shock shadow component, really cute. Both of these shimmers here are very pretty, and I'm never disappointed with Colourpop's shimmer colors. The mattes, sometimes I do experience quite a bit of patchiness. If you guys missed out on my previous Colourpop review, I think it was the, I forgot what palette it was. I'm going to link it up here. I definitely had trouble with that eyeshadow palette as well with patchiness. So I just wanted to come on here and share with you guys my first impression, my experience playing around with this collection for the very first time. Perhaps you're really tight on money right now and you're just like wondering, should I get it? Should I not? I hope I was able to make your decision simple. If you guys do have any questions for me, feel free to comment them down below and I'll be sure to respond to you guys as soon as possible. Thank you guys so much for spending today with me, and hopefully I do see you guys in my next video. Bye!